Hey everybody, good evening and happy Friday night. I'm here hanging with Ophie. Hey, hey. Yeah, by the fire. The fire's, she's coming to say hey. Oh, baby, be there. Hanging by the fire. Not much of a fire right now, but just felt like turning this thing on and saying hey to everybody. I know I haven't done this in a little while. I did my first quick cover in a little while too. Yeah, it's been a weird couple of weeks. My dad is starting full dialysis soon, and this week they were having a tough time with it. I guess you do like the 2 weeks before, they do a lot of trial and error and making sure the port's working and all that, and they were having some trouble the other day, but just got a text tonight from my mom that the whole process and the drain worked well. And was successful. So it's very good news. It's also weird. I just happened to look at my phone. Like I remember having to count the days and really be focused on, earlier this year, I decided to stop drinking. And I'm not one that preaches it, but for me, that just works for me now with what I'm trying to accomplish and what it's the right thing for me to do right now, or feels right. But I hadn't I used to think about it a lot, and now I just happen to look, and this was 8 months today. So I guess that's kind of cool. I feel like that's how things work. Like when you're grieving or in pain about something, emotionally, it always feels like you're never gonna not think about it. And then one day you're like, oh, I haven't thought about it in a while. Sometimes that's kind of sad too, for when you're missing people that have gone. But wow, all of this is incredibly morbid, but I don't mean it to be that way. Quite grateful this evening. Catch-22 came out last Friday, so that was it was a pretty awesome week for me. That's an old song. It's evolved a lot, and it was just one that I needed to put out. Kind of sometimes you gotta kind of put those types of things out to be able to move on, or shelve them forever. But I remember just coming up with the chords of that song many years ago. And anyway, I'm just glad it's out, it's done. I'm proud of it. And it seems like it's you guys are all digging it as well. So thank you so much for a great, successful week with that. And I also went to my stepson Judah's final high school cross country race today in Cary, North Carolina. He ran states, and it was a really hot day. It's been kind of cooler, but then of course for states it's gonna be unseasonable. Well, I guess I wouldn't say unseasonably hot, but it was much hotter than it has been. And then the last bit of it was uphill, which is just, I felt so bad for him. And I was sweating and uncomfortable, and I was just standing there watching. So, but sure, I'm proud of him. He's really taken to cross country and continues to shave off time. But even more importantly than times, I think he's a pretty good leader on that team and is committed to it and just thoroughly enjoys it. I remember when I first met him, it was a big struggle to get him to do that kind of stuff. And now he has a love for it, and he does it on his own. And I think that's pretty special. So yeah, I don't know much more to say. Still working on a couple of new songs. That was also it. I wanted to get Catch-22 out and then just be focused on some new music. So that, and a lot of interesting stuff happening with my work, marketing pizza. So I'm really excited about some of the things that I've got in the works there, and and the ways that we're going to be able to kind of do really cool, innovative, and creative things with connecting our brand to customers. So I guess I don't really talk too much about that, but that's who I am. I guess I try not to be solely focused on music, because I love my family dearly, and my dogs, and our lives. And a portion of that is I'm a marketer at heart. I mean, this is sort of marketing, but I really like connecting with people and connecting people to two things. So, but that's been a really big part of my time and energy and focus. And so yeah. Oh, I also had Evan Blacker be in the studio this week. That was really cool. I don't even know when I met him. I should figure that out, but he's been really helpful for me this year. And he's been a great friend, and helps, like I try and help him. We talk through music and plans and things, but our friendship it's just a friendship. It's not just about music. We get together and have a few coffees and just talk about life. And he's been great at getting me to play out a little bit more, and that has inspired me to put out more music this year than I have in a really long time. I mean, I used to put out an album a year with Navarre, and we kind of were doing a little bit of that with Barry and the Barry Brothers. But this year, to put out single releases as much as I have been has been great and much needed for me. And so thank you, Evan. So hopefully, I think he's going to release what we were working on in November. And Judah played bass on it, which was just really cool. It was a really cool moment for me, because he's just evolved into not just someone who can play the notes, but really starts to understand what to have the discipline to do his best to understand what the song actually needs. I think it's a really cool evolution for any player, is that you don't have to show off. If you need to play a certain way, you can, but what the song needs is what you focus on, and he did a killer job on that. So it's cool. But that's about it. It's me in the North Carolina night soundtrack behind me. What do you think, Oph? It's about time to go to bed? I think so too. Well, I hope everyone out there is well. You had a great week, and you're going to have a great weekend. And I'm happy we're all in each other's lives. It's pretty cool. That's all. Good night.